he's nervous in this wind.
I'm surprised he's out here in this wind.
Yeah.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Walker Farm Fam. Thanks for stopping by. You guys saw already a little bit of me getting all loaded up this morning, and I am loaded up in a truck that you've never seen before, but it's with a guy you've never met. This is Greg.
What's up, everybody?
He is with the Outdoor Solutions.
Yep.
You want to give a quick intro before we get, so we're in traffic right now, so this is safe. He's not being distracted. But you wanted to give us a quick intro of what you do?
Yeah, so Gary and I are on the way to Texas to one of our facilities. We got about 40,000 acres, and we are going to do one of our from field to table events where we teach people not only shooting aspect, but then you're going to go out and hunt. We're going to teach you shot placement, and we've got a team of chefs, and everybody is going to learn how to butcher, process, and cook wild game.
So that is a lot, and so trust me, you have to stick around for this video. I'm also super thankful for Greg's great driving, because we are on the road and we're safe, but unfortunately some people's day is not going as well as ours. So we just made it all the way down to T Diamond Ranch. We are at the lodge. Greg did a great job getting us down here.
We didn't get arrested. We didn't get pulled over. Welcome to T Diamond.
Wow.
Not bad, huh?
I told Cassie that I was going to be roughing it while I was here, so hopefully she doesn't watch this video, because I think this is just the exact opposite of roughing it. So
just a step above a tent camp.
Wow.
There's no lack of chairs or places to sit.
No, this is amazing. So let me show you this view real quick before we start talking. But Greg said the sunsets on this are amazing, and I can only imagine. The ranch.
So it's the T Diamond Ranch.
T-Diamond.
There's actually 3 or 4 ranches that can combine the whole 40,000 acres. And it's all contiguous. It's all one piece. So where you just showed them the mountains there, that's west, and everything west belongs to the guitars.
All in one ranch. That's
all in one ranch. It's
that's
all
crazy.
One contiguous piece. So this is what we hunt. Tons of hogs, tons of white-tailed deer, turkeys. We do waterfowl here. I think that's about it. Pretty much anything in Texas that you can hunt.
And I heard Greg call this his second home, his home away from home multiple times. So he's down here all the time, bringing in people to do what I'm going to be doing. So if you guys are interested at all, go first of all, check out Outdoor Solutions. They have a YouTube channel.
Yep.
So you can go over there, subscribe, and tell them the Walker Farm Fam sent you. We would really appreciate that. But I know we're going to hit the range up in just a few minutes. And then I get to do the hunt and some field to table. So stay tuned. We got a lot of action coming, and I can't wait to get out there and see what we can do.
It's going to be a good time. 1,000 yards is coming up next.
Wow, 1,000 yards. All right, so that's unbelievable. Also, like, it's the little things to me. Look how big this table is. If my kids were here, they'd be counting these rings out to see how old that tree was. But
no telling.
They spared no expense on the details in this place. So if you guys get a chance to come check it out, you got to do it. So I just made it into the room, and like I said, I told Cassie I was going to be roughing it on this trip, so she'd feel bad for me. But it's not quite as rough as I thought. But this is awesome little lodge. They have double beds in here. I love how these all have nice little bucks right there. Bathroom, everything you need for comfort. So I met Greg at the Creators United Conference, and I'm super thankful he thought of me when they had an extra spot on this trip. and I'm going to be doing, like I said, the range right now, and we've got a lot of other stuff to go, but right now let's head out to the range. So we just made it down to the range, and Greg has some new stuff back there. He won't let me get into the boxes or bring any of it home. I'm not sure why. I think it's probably pretty valuable, but he did show me a couple things I get to choose from here. So I'm gonna take this one down to the range with me, and we're gonna try to see if I can get 1,000 yards. 1,000 yards, that's 3 times further than I have ever done in my entire life. Can it be done? Will it be done? We'll see how good Greg is. We'll see. Facility here, I have never seen a range that has a 1,000 yard target, but you're about ready to see it right now. And that is right there. So if you can see down range far enough, all the way down, that is 1,000 yards at the very end.
Not near as much. I mean, still, it's not, these don't work anywhere near like what the movies portray, where it's pew, pew.
Yeah.
It's not like that. It still has a good crack to it.
Yeah.
But it makes it tolerable. And we still, whenever we've got, 7 guys or gals in here shooting, in a enclosed structure like this, we still recommend that they use hearing protection. So whenever we have our long range schools, we'll have 7 students on the line here, and then 7 will be on these spotting scopes.
Oh.
14 students in each class.
Yeah.
And then 7 will be shooting, and 7, so we team them up in pairs. First thing that we want to do is have you look through it, turn this back and forth until that is good and crisp for you.
Is that about 3 to 4?
Yep, yeah, you're right there. So just for practice, you can kind of move your head back, move your head a little bit closer, and you can see what that does.
A little bit here. So you just saw Greg walked me through some safety stuff. This is kind of a quick version of what people would actually go through, a really quick version.
Very quick version.
Of what they would
Crash
go
course.
through in the long range shooting school. So the long range shooting school isn't actually what I'm doing on this trip. It's field to table event, but they do a 3-day event of just long range shooting.
Exactly.
And so by the time you leave here, you're going to be a long range expert, I have a feeling.
Exactly. Yep. So and you're getting a crash course of that. So we're here a day early. We have the other 8 clients coming in, and actually, I told Lisa and our audience, the clients that are coming have been to 2 of our long range schools.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, just in this little crash course I've went through with Greg, I'm already learning a ton. I've hunted a lot of years, and I'm already taking stuff away that I'm going to be using when I get back to the woods back in Oklahoma. So I'm about ready to fire my first live round, so I'll share that with you guys, and then we'll probably push it out a little bit each time.
Yeah, 100%. Cool. Just remember your follow through. How'd that feel?
Good.
Let's see where we're at. I have no idea. So that gun has been around and shipped, and oh, nice. So if I were to tell you that you're half a minute high and 2.5 minutes to the right, where does that tell you that your impact is?
That is ½ an inch high and 2.5 inches to the right.
Perfect, man. You got it. Math is no problem for you. Well, that looked good. The thing I saw, you came off the trigger really quick.
Yeah.
Nice though. So now you're 1 minute high and 1 minute right.
So I've been shooting on the target, and Greg just got me from 200 to 400, and I think I hit dead center. The target dinged, so I don't know exactly where I hit.
It did, yeah. You hit right center. Your left to right was perfect, maybe just a little bit high.
So there you go. The man's making miracles happen right here. So we're going to scoot it out to how far right now?
Now we're going to skip 500. We're going to go to 600.
600 yards. So we're going to do one more.
All right, spotter's up, and you can send it when you're ready.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Don't you love that sound?
That was a delay.
Yep.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Obviously, the further out you go, the more that delay is. Okay, cows are way off to the right.
Okay.
All right, spotters up. We're at 1,000 yards. Target number 4. Yep, and just remember all your techniques. It really matters at this distance.
Okay.
Spotters up. Impact! Boom!
All right, 1,000 yards.
1,000 yards, buddy.
Awesome. That's
Nicely done.
So Greg's getting everything picked up, but the man works miracles. He was able to get me 2 shots at 1,000 yards, and I did it. So if I can do it, anybody can do it. Trust me when I say that. You can do it too. So big thanks to Greg.
He's a ringer.
There we go. So we're going to call it a night tonight. We're going to head into town and grab something to eat. But the rest of the people that are coming to the school will be here tomorrow, so you'll probably see some new faces, and we'll be doing some different stuff. So stay tuned. You don't want to miss. So we're headed out right now just to look at where they do some of the target shooting for day 2 of the long range shooting school.
No, that's not an outhouse. That's a blind.
Yeah. So Greg wants to make sure everybody knows. He told me this is not outhouse. That's a deer blind, and use it for such.
So yeah, so we use that to practice out of, because that's realistic for here. We shoot it. Now that's a really small one. Most of them are big double blinds.
Yeah.
And we just put that one there so that they can practice with what. So there's one of the targets. We'll do today. As soon as we get here, we can load up in my truck, the big black one, and then one of the buggies, and we'll go to the range. So we have firearms for everybody, the ones that you guys have used before. I've got all the Benelli Lupos. So when we get there, I'll just go through the safety briefing really quick. This evening is hogs only. Do not shoot any deer. Deer season opens tomorrow. So hogs only. A pig comes in by itself. Typically that is going to be a big boar. Those are not as good for eating, and that's we're here to butcher and cook and all that. So what we'll do now is we'll just start right here at 100, and I'll have you 4 that I mentioned start just so we can get you set up really quick, and then we can work.
Ready.
Sí, mándalo.
Okay.
So Greg is super busy. He's getting everybody zeroed in and ready to go hunting this evening. So after all of our the rest of our party gets finalized, we'll be ready to hit the woods and see if we can see some hogs. So deer season actually starts tomorrow as the very first day. So today is hog only. So hopefully it's a little windy, but hopefully we can get some hogs coming in, and so we can get something on the table.
The Garzas are back. Oh yeah.
So we just switched up to some different loads that we're going to be using for actual hunting as opposed to the target loads. So so this is the minute we've been waiting for. It's time to hunt. Everybody's getting loaded up and separated to go with their guides. So the guide is going to drop us off and at our own stand, and we're going to be hunting. And this is not a high fence, this is low fence. It's just a lot of land. As we said before, 40,000 acres. So if you have 40,000 acres, you can probably let your deer grow and get pretty big. So let's go check it out and see how we do. All right, Greg, the hard question. What's your success rate with your hunters?
When I go?
Well, whenever you, so you say you're sending out 8 guys.
Yes.
How typical percentage-wise, how many usually come back with some?
On each outing?
Average, yeah.
I'd say here probably 25%.
Okay.
Each time on these hog hunts. We're close to 100%. Nothing's 100% because many times you'd swear there's not a hog on the place.
Yeah.
But there's also times that everybody will come back with one.
Nice. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So you just never know.
So we finally made it up to our destination, and this is right up on a, what would you call, about how high you think we are up here?
Oh, far enough that I won't fall.
Yeah, far enough we're not going to test it, but you can see rivers right over there.
There's every one of those. Most of them are mature gobblers.
They know they're safe.
Yeah, oh yeah.
All right, we got something else that came in. This guy is off limits, but he's here.
That is a slick 6. So he's got 6 points. Well, he's nervous in this wind.
Surprised he's out here in this wind.
Yeah, he's young. So you really don't need to change anything. Just hold your crosshair on it. And whatever shot you're comfortable with. Whether it's behind the ear or behind the shoulder. It's turning.
Dropped.
He ain't go anywhere.
Didn't go nowhere.
Awesome.
That's
Good
awesome.
guy right here, buddy.
That was awesome.
Man, that's
Way we got the first night of hunting done, success. I got a sow. How much do you think she weighed?
she's probably about 100 pounds?
Yeah,
120 pounds?
I was thinking 120 maybe.
Yeah.
She was good size though, so that's going to be a lot of meat for my family.
Yep.
A lot of dinners on our table. So big thing. Well, good morning. This is day 2 of the Field to Table event. I just got up, got around. It's about 5:30 in the morning, so I'm going to head to breakfast, and then we're going to go out for our first day of deer season. So far, this has been an amazing trip, an amazing event for me. Last night, after we got the hog up, got it cleaned in the freezer, we had a great dinner. I'll show some pictures right now. We had steak dinner. It was so good, and now I'm ready to go see what there is for breakfast. So, as always, we're going to bring you along, see how we do today on day 2 of Field to Table. He acts like he could care less about that feed.
Yeah.
He's like, I'll eat it when I'm ready. I want to make sure.
She bites a brush, I lost her. It's fine. Pretty good there by that. There she comes out. Oh, I got her. Another young one. She's a good load.
So we finished up our hunt this morning. We spent, about 3 hours in the blind?
Yeah.
And we saw 2. I showed you pictures, video of the buck. A nice mature buck, not a nice rack necessarily, but he was a nice big body. And we had one doe come in. She got almost into the range where I was going to take a shot, and then she decided that it was time to head out.
Yep.
And she made a quick run for it, and that's the end of that story.
She did not like us.
So I had a blast this morning going hunting. Loved watching deer. I love sitting in the stand, and we love to take meat home. But one of the most important things about hunting comes when the hunt is over, and that is bringing the meat that you harvested to your table. So one very important aspect of that is being able to process your animal most efficiently, so you can get the most meat for your family and the animal doesn't go to waste. So today we're going to be headed out into this processing center right here behind me. All the animals have already been cleaned. They've already been hung in a freezer. So what we're going to see on this part of the video is going actually into the freezer. I'll show you that, some of the animal carcasses hanging, and we're going to start taking that carcass and put it into a primal cut. So if you don't want to watch this part of the video, feel free to move on, but I do want to give you that warning. We're going to see some meat, nothing bloody, nothing gory, but we're going to be cutting in to some carcasses to get primals cut up, to get them ready for going into the freezer. So come along. They have an awesome, oh, there he is. He's stuck up behind me.
He's such a pro. I'm getting behind the scenes stuff now. He's putting me on.
Yeah. So we have an awesome facility in here. I don't know, did you design this facility?
I would like to say I did. I had some input, but I didn't do the final design. But they asked what I would like, what the ultimate would be, and this is what we ended up with.
They did an amazing job. For something this scale, I feel like it's perfect. So
yeah, it's very nice. Man, we've got to do a group picture. Look how good you all look. Man. Those good looking aprons. Outdoorsman knows this stuff really well, and then was executive chef at Hershey in Pennsylvania for how many years? That was your second retirement, right?
Yep, that was first retirement.
That was your first retirement.
And then teaching was the second retirement.
And then with Albert. Okay, all right, yeah. So very well qualified. This is our 4th year for doing from field to table. I've learned more in the last 4 years than I have since I've been hunting since I was a little bitty kid. So these guys are just a wealth of knowledge. We're going to start pulling hogs out after Cliff and Joe say what they need to say. We'll pull hogs out, and you guys will stay in your teams, and each team will work on one hog. So you'll each will do a half, because obviously it's all the same. Yeah.
Super.
Okay, slide that one.
So you guys can see that inside the freezer, oh, they just locked me in. Inside the freezer, they have plenty of racks to hang everything on, and they have that rail that moves it all around. There you go, I got it out. Make it easy on the backs. So
24 hours, bare minimum. Because the rigor mortis sets in, and it just gets stiff, and that gets tough. The longer it hangs under 45 degrees, the natural enzymes in the meat will tenderize it. And I've talked to hunters that it's a tradition when they harvest an animal, what they're going to do is cut out the tenderloins and eat it that same day. They say, but they were tough. Well, you can't eat that the same day. The only thing that you can eat the same day you kill it would be the heart. Black-tailed deer, axis deer hair, it all can be under the category of venison. And venison is the only wild game that you can eat rare. In that public region. Yes. Okay. Okay. Yeah. What we're going to do is there. See where my fingers are? We're going to cut this, and then just cut it right down and do the rib, and then straight out. 3 hours. 3 hours.
all the way down.
Oh,
The rib.
You're on the rib? Yeah. Just cut straight across.
Straight across here.
All the way across. Almost see with the line. There'd be a line there, a seam, if it wasn't covered with fat. Underneath the feather bones. You gotta be careful here. These feather bones are running like this. If you take your knife and and you're cutting in like this, you're cutting into that back strap. See if I'm...
So currently we're pulling the loins off, pulling them off in halves. I'm doing half and my partner's doing half. And we're just doing this one step at a time. So the instructor shows, then we do, and the instructor, then we do. And we're getting her done.
A little bit farther, the tenderloin gets to the tail, gets a little thinner. Those are the T-bone steaks. Yeah. You want to try to take two ribs off, but this one,
He was going like this. So we have reduced the carcass from what you saw hanging a while ago, and now we are down to the rear quarters. So this is what we have left, all down to one tub.
Al vacío.
Ready for the freezer.
Ready.
Nice.
So I just made it into the hunting blind and just got dropped off. Greg is back at the processing, finishing up some of the vacuum sealing and stuff. So I'm flying solo tonight, but I'm hoping that I see something. I'll show you guys my view. So we're back at it this morning. Today is going to be a little bit different. We're not actually hunting this morning. We are going back out to the processing center to start working on some of the dishes, some pre-work on some of the dishes we're going to be eating. But we're going to be making sausage, and so I wanted to share some of that with you just a little bit before we head back in and start preparing a 6 or 7 course meal. I can't wait.
Got some venison, some domestic pork butt, and then we've got some of the wild hog that we got in here. It's 10 pounds. It consists of a cure and seasonings, and then you're going to use some water or milk to mix and bind them. Afraid to get that it's going to get more towards one side or something, you can just reverse spin it, and then it'll just mix it back over like that. Okay. About 80% wild game and 20% domestic.
Okay,
Yeah.
so 80-20.
Yeah, and that makes a nice, it makes a really nice moist burger, and it adds enough moisture and fat content. And then if you see as it's going down, you get those air bubbles in there until the meat comes through the tube. And then if you back off of it
Put
like
a little bit, about an inch or so in there. That's good. Now that it's lubricated, I can slide this casing on really good. And this is an extra long casing.
Now I'm getting to make my own batch of sausage. This one's mild Italian, or as Cassie says, Italian. And I just mixed it right here in the mixer. And next thing up, we'll be putting it in casings right over here. But in the meantime, when a little bit of meat falls out of the casings, we got the heat over here, and it smells really good. So we'll get the little taste test in a minute. All right, so 10 pounds of sausage in the sausage compactor, whatever that thing's called, and it's not even all of it. So the finished product, lots and lots and lots and lots of sausage. So I learned a lot this morning making Italian sausage. We had mild, sweet, I think kielbasa, lots of different kinds. So, and now let's head to the kitchen and start preparing our multi-course meal. All right, so my partner and I have been assigned Cajun sausage and grits. Do you like Cajun sausage?
Well, I don't know what it is, but I know what it is, like a sausage.
Do you like grits?
What is grill? That's what I...
What is it? It's like hominy. It's hominy that's ground up.
It is already.
Yeah, so our sausages, oh yeah. They're already on the grill. Getting cooked. So, our pellet grill, 200. Alright, looking for red bell pepper. See one right in the back. So the chicken, we're gonna mix this base to make our stock.
That's all.
Yeah. So we're making our chicken stock. 3 teaspoons of that into 3 cups of water. We'll get this. That looks good.
Yeah, the venison meat. Ya está aguadita.
Looks good.
Yeah.
Yes.
Flowers, is this your bowl?
129.
No,
Flour in there.
130.
So that's about rare right now, 135, because it'll come up about 8 to 10 degrees. So we'll leave it in there for a few more minutes.
Alright, we pulled the sausage off the grill. Getting it sliced up in the pan.
You guys are doing the first dish, right?
Yeah.
The first dish, what do we have?
venison crostini with red onion marmalade. Yes. That's the first one.
Your preference on how you like the meat.
Okay.
For garnish, so.
We can leave it medium rare.
Okay. So if you pull those, there.
So that is the one enchilada.
One enchilada. One enchilada.
Trash.
It's really, really good. Not bragging.
Well, it's so good I have to try it.
Yeah.
No. Really, really.
It's really, really good. It's really good.
Es que salió la temperatura.
Sausage is finishing up. Looks like their meat's about done.
Oh, that's the beauty. That's
Really
the money
nice.
ticket right there.
So while we're cooking, somebody made us a little snack in the kitchen. This is the pre-meal. This is a pre-meal snack.
Hors d'oeuvres.
Yeah, hors d'oeuvres.
Enrico, hors d'oeuvres. Very good. Very good. Yeah.
Rico. Muy rico. Did you try? No.
And it was the one that failed. So,
Wow.
a little extra.
Looks really good.
Cheers.
Venado. Cilantro.
Oh, they need.
Now put water in.
How much?
So how is it, Gary? Oh, it's good.
So you can see everything's almost finished up in the kitchen. They got the table set. So what we're gonna do is each group is going to bring the food out and serve each other. And then when it's your turn, bring out your dish that you prepared and serve the others. So really looking forward to trying out all of these different recipes. And we're gonna have a link in the description where you can click on that and go and see lots of game recipes. And I think the recipes that we did today will be there as well. Maybe not right now, but very soon.
No sé si nos van a llevar al campo.
Hello. We're gonna present you. This is the venison crostini with red onion marmalade.
Sorry, say again, please.
I'll leave the phone here. He's got 3. Good, very good.
Thank you.
Perdón, damas primero.
No, yeah.
Señorito.
Gracias.
Nice. What's this?
This is a pulled pork enchilada
with guacamole and sour cream.
Nice, thank you.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna get a.
The grits and sausage are warmed up, about ready to serve our guests. So they're all getting served up here. About to go out to the guests. Hopefully they're still hungry after the first 2 courses.
Oh, that's a problem.
So this dish is a little bit different.
Yeah, very good.
What does everybody think?
Pretty good.
Nice.
If you don't like it, we blame the chefs. If you like it, it was all this guy right here.
There is some scallopini.
Scallopinis with rice, with Kobe tomato.
Thank you, Jesus.
And buttered broccoli.
Kobe tomato.
Thank you.
Kobe tomates.
Kobe tomato.
So I just had the most amazing wild game dinner I have ever had, bar none. The best dishes. I showed you guys some of those as we went along in the kitchen. We prepared them. They went out and presented them. It's such an amazing thing that Greg and Outdoor Solutions has going on here. And the family that I was with, they are from Mexico, and they are the nicest people to share dinner with in the kitchen. So I had a bunch of help from my helper. I was paired with Rafael, and he was awesome to work with, very funny, and we got a wonderful dish prepared and shared it with everybody, and they loved it. So we made cheesy grits, and you saw our spicy sausage, and it was all amazing. I hate to end, but we're almost done. We've got one last thing we're gonna do. Greg and I are gonna go out hunting. I haven't seen a doe yet when I've been out on deer season day. So we're gonna go out tonight for the last hunt, and we'll see if we have anything right now. So this is the last day of hunting. Fingers crossed I get to see some does this evening. I just got put off in the blind, and I'll show you my view real quick. So I finished my hunt, and as you can see, I had several bucks. I think I counted 3 total different bucks coming in, and I had a hog come in, but I never had any does come in. So that was just my luck this time. I got a hog. I'll be bringing some meat home, but I didn't get a doe this time, but that's all right because I really enjoyed this whole experience. If you're interested in doing something like I did, check out Outdoor Solutions website. I'm gonna leave their link down in the description along with their links to all their social media accounts and everything else. So I just got off the phone with Cassie and the kids on FaceTime. I miss them a bunch, and tomorrow we'll be heading home to see them. So thank you so much for following along as I got away on this little trip. I hope you have a great day, and God bless. We'll see you next time.